Items. Hearing was my next one, so I could see from my senses. Seems to me like the visual sense is my foremost sense, and then it's the hearing sense, and then smell came behind that one. For the being portion, I didn't really get into being something else. I just decided to be a human creature in the forest because we are very much a part of this habitat as well. And what I really truly felt was a sense of thankfulness.
I touched on 5 senses at least of the of being a Wanakaste tree, the tree down there. And so I was lying under the tree, imagining what it would be like to do that. And I drew a sketch of the tree because that's how I think, and this is how I was understanding the form of it and how it might feel to be this majestic tree. And then I put myself in this position. It was, I hear the birds and the cicadas. I hear the creaking of my branches. Every day I see the sun setting. I see the canopies of the forest. I smell the freshness of the breeze. I feel the breeze against my branches and my buttress. I feel strong, dominant, and majestic.
Comes up with just in the short, for instance, in sight, you know, you've got termite trails, you've got blue, yellow, reflection, buds, leaves, movement, outlines, bareness, colours, texture, form, shadows, knots, fungus, mold, stones, twigs, branches, leaf skeletons, soil, mounds, snails, birds, sunlight, seed pots, crevices, curling bark, thorns, holes, roots, flowers, shimmering leaves, greys, browns and orange. I mean, all these things are all going along. That's enough to really get one started, and that's not even sort of, you know, being close to the observance. You know, smell. I had the same thing. I had the smoke in the wind. I had also had the smell of greenness. There's a very clear smell to me. I mean, you can't describe it, but I just put it down as a smell of greenness. You know, the same thing with the leaves, you know, smelling almost like kind of tobacco when you put your nose down in the middle of this. I put down the smell of dryness, if one is able to really describe what that is, but it's, you know, when you spend the amount of time outside, you can sort of pick that up quite clearly.
Imagine what it would be like to just traverse through these leaves if you were an ant. A whole different concept, perception of the world. So then it brought me back to thinking, you know, that everyone, everything, every organism sees it differently.
You feel this taste so far. My foot tastes already. Oh my God. You see how this tastes of leaf.
Alright, we all have to taste the leaf, okay?
But they know already, so. They'll give you a taste and smell also. Sounds. And sometimes, like for example, way up in Guatemala, when there's pine forest and you get those winds coming through a mixing, and it's almost like a big conversation going on, or like an orchestra. All these sounds that are happening, and it changes with the wind. And actually, when you think about it, what does our voice come from? It's